What up, what up, what up, Facebook? What up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? J-Rock in the building. How y'all feeling on this Throwback Thursday, man? Yeah, this is just a random off-the-cuff live stream. Nothing too serious. I just had some thoughts on my mind about an experience that I had today. And so that experience that I had today was kind of crazy, right? And it took me down this road of why people be tripping out so hard in these Facebook groups. What up, Raymond? Yeah, so earlier today I asked a question, and I thought it was a relatively simple question, nothing too controversial. And the question was, when do you think Serato is going to have support for the Denon SC 6000s, right? Wow. That question turned into a post with like 75 comments, and this Bama coming at me saying, fool, you don't know how to DJ because you need Serato and this and that and that. And why do you need software? And you got this, the Denons. I was like, wow. So I end up having to block this troll because things started to intensify and heat up. All because he didn't like the question that I asked, which was, when do you think Serato is going to have support? And I was like, wow, I just think it's kind of amazing that people be so committed and don't have like enough going on in their life where they can start these Facebook wars and arguments over what I would say pretty insignificant type situations. And so I wanted to go live for a minute and just get you guys' thoughts and opinions and experiences on this type of situation. It's like, is it the pandemic? It's like, why are people so uptight? Why is it so quick for people to be mad and angry and get upset about relatively what I would consider trivial things? It's like, it's really not that serious. It is really not that serious. Or am I tripping? You know, if I'm missing something, can somebody please like point me in the right direction? Or do people just be wanting to sit around and waiting to start internet arguments. And that's why I fall back from posting in a lot of groups and stuff. I'm kind of burnt out from the whole Facebook group thing. I feel you, Raymond. People like that irk the hell out of me as well. That's like, I don't understand the whole logic behind it. You know, when Facebook is a tool that Mark Zuckerberg and his board members and stockholders make a ton of money off of, and as of yet, you know, there's no way to monetize any content that we put on Facebook, except for maybe they doing something with gaming. But I think that's the only thing that can be, there might be some level of monetization right now. And it's like, people be so invested in these Facebook groups and these situations. You know, in my opinion, I feel like people lose sight of the whole human aspect of it. It's like, this shit is supposed to be a tool. It's supposed to be a tool to network and meet new people, to learn stuff, share experiences, share happiness. I got a new baby. Or share sadness. I lost my grandma. And people come around you and support. And it's like a big virtual class reunion. At least that's how it started off. But I guess, me personally, I think I underestimate the seriousness and how people look at Facebook and their pages and their groups. And it's like, without the Facebook component of their life, without their group, you know, and their fans or group members, they're like irrelevant, or they're not the number one contributor in the group, or they're the group police. You posted something that wasn't related to Serato. You posted something about Tractor. It's all DJ related, right? What's up, Howard? I'm Howarding right now. You know, it's like, it's not that, well, at least to me, it's not that serious. It's like to get upset because, you know, somebody asked a question. You know, it's a feature that Facebook have that I use a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see stuff on Facebook, and if I don't agree with it, or like, why the hell is that there? I use the power. That's my announcements going off in the background. I use the power of the scroll. You know, the mouse got this little wheel where you could scroll past. And I tend to scroll past stuff that I don't agree with, or I don't like. I don't necessarily feel like, because you like sausage pizza and I like pineapple on my pizza, that we got a debate over that. Pineapple on pizza is the bomb. Sausage on pizza is disgusting. You know, it's like, then you be ready to talk about people, grandmas, and, you know, spread all sorts of rumors about that. And then people in the groups rally around the different admins and moderators, and they be at war. My group better than yours. We do this over here. We did that first. It's like, none of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. And then I be seeing stuff like, you know, people banging on people who got new gear. You know, you don't need new gear. It's a pandemic. You know, but I'm like, you know, who in the hell are you to pocket watch another man or a woman? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what type of gigs that person doing. You don't know what they're planning for. You know, some people actually, like myself, I'm sitting back and I'm calculating and I'm still preparing for 2021, 2022, 2023. Because I don't think the world is going to end. And if it does, we got bigger problems than some. DJ Tony Mac got some new shit over there, so I'm gonna be mad about that. And it's like me personally, I make every effort to celebrate people on my timeline. I celebrate, if I know I see somebody and they got something new, I hit them up. I be like, congratulations, man. Because I know what it feels like to work hard, to do those gigs and like be, and be able to reap the benefits of those rewards. And it's like, I know what it's like. I also know what it's like to be coming fresh out of DJ retirement with 0 gigs. So I got those announcements in the background. Sorry about that. I know what it's like. I've been on both sides of that spectrum. And it's like, as some would say, like, now, it's like my 2021, COVID looking okay. It's going to be great. My 22 is great. So I'm taking 2020 all in stride. Like, I'm not rushing. I'm definitely not hating on anybody that's, doing what they got to do to prepare. And Howard, you're right. It's definitely sad, man. It is. My homie Sick Chris says, you think the DJ groups are bad. Get into the football groups. Yo, I'm staying away. I'm staying away. The only groups I'm trying to get in is a group with some other like-minded people in the Baltimore, DC, Virginia region where we can come together and really build, in 2021. That's the group I'm going to start. Yep. And my homie Raymond says that's why he mod in silence. Hey, how? What are you hating right now for, bro? Yeah. But what's up, DJ Mike Precise? Appreciate you, fam. Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, it's like it is much bigger fish for us to fry. Yep. My homie DJ Tony Rome says DJs have a lot of things to say about that, like the algorithm or the NS6 too. We got Master DJ Seasick in the building. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for being on the check-in, coming in from YouTube. Yeah, this is just a rant of stuff that was on my mind. It's not like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. We got to get back to really, I know me personally, my goal is to, if I pop in a Facebook group, I want to be supportive. You know what I'm saying? If I pop on your chat, I see you doing something, I want to be supportive. It's not about kissing nobody's butt or nothing like that. But if I see it on my timeline, I'm going to celebrate you. I'm going to celebrate with you. I'm going to give you your goddamn flowers now while you're alive. I'm not going to be like, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, he was a good dude. I never had the opportunity to tell him how dope he was, or she's dope. I should have told, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I want to celebrate people now. Because me celebrating with you doesn't take any away from my business, from my brand. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're just so divided right now. The country as a whole, with the politics and all that stuff, it's like people, we go hard. We go hard. I would just love to see people I know just achieving the level of success that they want, no matter, who thinks about it or how high or how low somebody think you should be achieving. It's like, I just want to celebrate my people, man. My homie Howard says DJs have to learn to create their own brand. That is true. That is true. And create our own lanes, and we can work towards being successful without tearing the next person down. It's like, if we invest the time on a human level into each other and helping each other be successful, versus what we invest in as far as, the hate and the shade and the two-faced behavior and all that, the DJ business and community as a whole would be great. My homie Rodney Smith says, I think everything won't be back to normal until late 2021. Like me personally, wow. Even if it is 2021 or 2022 or 2023, the standpoint that I'm approaching, the mindset that I'm flipping is that's giving me time to prepare to be great for whenever stuff opens. So I'm going to keep my contracts updated. I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to keep trying to redefine the services and everything that we put together. I'm going to keep networking with positive folks. Hold on, let me rephrase that, because you don't got to always be positive, because sometimes it takes you got to get negative to put a person in check when they come at you the wrong way. So I'm going to say I want to network with people that represent their authentic selves. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I'm looking at, man. And it's like, from a technology standpoint, man, y'all buy what y'all want. Do what you want to do. From a culture standpoint, there is no master DJ. There is no master business professional. That's all subjective. You could be the most successful person in the DJ business, and the man over here or the woman over here could look at you and be like, I don't like how they doing it. They suck, in my opinion. Or the person over there could be the best blend or party rocking DJ, and the girl over there could be like, no, their selection sucks to me. So you can't worry about what other people think. You know what I'm saying? You just take, especially another, I just had this conversation all the time. Two engineers could take and engineer a song, and that same song, same artist, and it will sound totally different. It's the same thing with business. It's the same thing with DJ setups. You do what makes you happy. You set up the setup to help you achieve your goals, to deliver the level of service to your clients that your business, your partners defined as, this is the a la carte, this is the cream of the crop service, this is that platinum level, and for me, it's like, this is African royalty, and so we got to loosen up. We are, instead of us using these DJ groups as tools, we're using them as weapons. Instead of us using these DJ groups as vehicles to build bridges and create opportunities, we're using them as the ball and chain You know, you still in my group members, or why you joining that group? Da 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 da. You know, it's like, pledge your loyalty to the culture. Pledge your loyalty to treating people right. You know what I'm saying? Pledge your loyalty to just being the best person you could be. At least that's what I'm doing. And and so it's like, because for those of you just tuning in, I posted an innocent question earlier, and I simply asked why. The question I asked in this DJ group was why. I'm sorry. When do you think Serato is going to release support for the Denon SC 6000 and 6000 M's? Yo, this dude just started attacking me on my posts. I'm like, yo, really? You don't need software, da 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 da. So I said, well, I know you don't need software, but I spin music videos as well, and I use Serato Video for that. So it would be nice to be able to know to flip it up. So he says, and I said, well, you need a PC and software for that. So he was like, you act like you the only person that do such and such and such. I'm like, yo, you asked the question, I gave you an answer. You think everybody dumb because you said why, and I answered your question. It's like, you know, it was just a crazy exchange for the simple question, you know, when do you think Serato is going to release support? And so I ended up having to block the person. And it's like, and it just made me, you know, just think about all the adventures that I've had and been an admin of DJ groups over the years and been a member of DJ groups over the years. And it's like a lot of times it'd be like a lot of backstabbing and sideways stuff. So that's why now, you know, I participate very little in most DJ groups. I'm going to be honest. I just participate a little, very little. Just one, because it's so easy for, you know, people are so sensitive about, you know, groups and stuff. All right. So my homie, DJ Shadow Eastwood says, real talk, shout out to all the DJs. Keep your head up. Representing Detroit. Appreciate you, fam. Yeah, it's just, yeah, man. It's like, let's use these groups. Let's use Facebook. Let's use Twitter. Let's use IG as vehicles to bridge the gap between the younger DJs and the older DJs, between the new DJs and the veteran DJs, between the people that's doing it as a hobby to the people that's depend on it for their for their Friday night dinner, you know, to pay their bills. And I just think that it don't gotta be one way. You know, this art of DJing, this art of doing the DJ business can be whatever you, the person, the individual, decide you want it to be. And nobody else has the right to judge you for it. You don't got to do lights. You don't got to do truss. You don't got to do TVs and line arrays. You know, you don't have to do any of that. If you're happy and you're comfortable and your clients are satisfied with you doing it, what you do with what you got, embrace that. And if one day you choose to do something different or, you know, to do whatever, that's your right. You know, embrace it, do it. You know, just make sure, you know, it's what you want to do or not do, and not because you feel like somebody's going to hate on you or somebody's going to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of times, as I'm scrolling, I see, a lot of comments and stuff. And like when I saw earlier was pretty much talking about the younger DJs, without controllers and software, these new DJs will just be lost. I'm like, fam, it's 2020. It's 2020. And I'm happy that, you grew up carrying crates, because I did too. I'm happy that you grew up with turntables, because I did too. But I got a shorty. My son is 11 years old. I got a 14-year-old son. And I got a son that's about to turn 15. They're not growing up in a turntable age. Hopefully they won't ever have to carry crates unless they grab my crates and go do a retro party for the youth. You know what I'm saying? So the young DJs you're talking about is the generation of DJs that I mentor. It's the generation of DJs that I'm raising in my house. It's the generation of DJs that I see when I go out. I support them. I embrace them. And it's just some arguments are just old and played out. And one thing that's definitely played out is pocket watching other DJs. Because I feel like if you're pocket watching another DJ, you're not focused on your own sales, your own business goals, and, and it's your right, like a lot of people like to say, it's the DJs who haven't had a gig in a decade that talk the most shit about other DJs. I don't know. I don't care when the last time somebody had a gig. It's up to them to gig when they feel like it. It's not my place to worry about their calendar. Because if I'm worrying about their calendar, I'm not filling up my calendar. And right now, it's like I'm worrying about, not getting COVID, not bringing that home. My homie Mojave Sand says, "Wow, that's crazy. Sounds like dude hasn't gotten any in a good while." He said, "Sound like dude hasn't gotten any in a good while. There's no need for a bad attitude." Oh my God, it is totally no need for bad attitudes, man. Because when I tell you that equipment come and go, Facebook groups come and go, your family, your word, your integrity, that's the important stuff. Are you honoring your commitments? Are you being there for the shorties coming up? Are you there for the OGs? You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of times, I got this the other day, right? My wife and I, we're in a supermarket checking out, and we always brainstorming, and we're talking about a playlist for an upcoming gig. And I was like, yeah, I got Playboy Cardi. I'm gonna drop that joint, da 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 da. So the cashier looked at me. He's about 21, 22. Playboy Cardi, what you know about that? And his manager was standing beside him. So his manager was like, yo, you can't say that. And I said, it's cool. I said, a lot of people let the gray hair fool them. People automatically assume because you're older, because you got gray hair, that you're quote unquote an old head. I hate that term. Call me that, I ignore you. Because you're an OG that you don't know. It's like my generation birthed hip hop. Real talk. And so I just, a lot of people get caught up and confused. Even people that's like 35, will look at a person like myself and be like, and kind of discount what I have to say because, they think I'm too old. That's why, like going into the Guitar Center sometimes, they try to give you that, okay, this old dude coming in here. So it's like, yeah, I see it from all perspectives. I experience it. I live it from all perspective. And that's why, in my day-to-day travels, I never judge a book by the cover. I always take the opportunity to have that conversation, to talk with a person, to get to know them, and then not let what I see dictate how I feel or what I think about them, but let my interaction with them, my experience with them. Because a person's action speaks way louder than any words that they say. Because anybody can talk that ish. And it's like a situation I had earlier. I had somebody had hit me up and was like, J Rock, I see you and Be Loved doing light shows and stuff. I want to come check out, how y'all do what y'all do. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't mind sharing some information. And, Bob was like, yeah, that's networking. Let's build. Basically, let's get to know each other first. I got to see what type of person you are before I bring you around my clients. Because we got to, we maintain the utmost of professionalism. So I got to make sure, you're not going to be around my clients drunk and just wilding out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do that. And so an opportunity, me and this person had talked a couple of times and he shared some of my posts and stuff. And so an opportunity came up where a person that I know needs some work done. So this person popped in my mind. I was like, oh yeah, old boy does that. He does that type of work. Let me hit him up. And I went, how you search. Oh, and that junk said, oh, add friend. I'm like, oh, damn. So that person, I guess, I wasn't moving fast enough showing him the secrets of what we do that they moved on. And it's like, normally, within 90 days, people, from my experience, within 90 days, when I meet people, we either gel or we don't, the true colors come out. What the fuck they really want. Ain't no suckers around here. And so I just thought that was hilarious. We got my homie Retro Class Entertainment in the building. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for being on the check-in. Always working. Yeah, and we got my homie Van in the building. He says he's currently training 3 DJs to join his team, also growing towards production. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Production is cool work. It can be hard work. We got my homie DJ Steve in the building. He says, well, I hate that a DJ not working with each other. Just let me know. It can happen to it. Yeah. Appreciate that, man. We got my homie Trey Valentine's in the building. He says DJing has been around for many years, and through all those years, there have been all kinds of DJs. Who's to say what generation is better or worse or lost? I'm happy to see anyone doing something they enjoy and love. Facts. I am telling you. My homie DJ High Defs asked that old head DJ to try and rock a 13-year-old party. Jeez. True, man. My homie Rod Flies, he working on his 45s. All right, y'all. I'm about to hop off this thing. But I just wanted to go live for a second. I got this technology. I was like, why not use it? And just remind y'all that, I think we're all COVID fatigued. on pins and needles. A lot of our gigs are kind of crazy. So I just want to say, man, y'all love each other, man. Y'all support one another. Don't worry about all this crazy stuff going on. Focus on doing what you do. Focus on being a person that's your authentic self. And the BS is going to slide over to the left or to the right. It's going to go somewhere. But just really focus on doing what y'all do, man. I'm telling you. I appreciate that, Retro Class Entertainment. I appreciate that, fam. Much, much, much respect, fam. My homie Steve, man, Jimmy Reed, this is that club app, that joint. I love it. I just got paid. Oh, word? Yo, that is dope. My homie DJ Steve been rocking the club app. If y'all haven't downloaded the club app yet, make sure y'all go ahead and download that. And when you see the club app post, tell them I sent you. I'm just trying to support a fellow entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? We got my homie Travis in the building. Yep. Bye, fam. I love y'all, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. And I'll be back Tuesday for an official episode of Everyday DJ Podcast. Y'all can check it out, everydaydjpodcast.com. Follow me on the podcast on Spotify. It's on that joint. Appreciate y'all, man. Go up here and have some family time. J-Rock.
Oh, Mr. Melstar, a.k.a. the most dangerous. I'm in the building. I'm checking out my main man, the Everyday DJ Podcast with your host, DJ J-Rock. Oh, Mr.
Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, showing love and support. And don't forget, it's not about hate. It's not about shade. We got to shine a light on our friends that's doing what they do. We got to shine a light on the strangers that we see that inspire us. We got to give people their roses now. Or they flowers, or they plants. Give them they chocolate. Show people love and support now, man. All right? I'm out.